Hi, this is RK Ramakrishna from Proventus HR, a bespoke HR and learning advisory firm. Today we are here to talk about some great lessons from military leadership. The fact is, the very biggest businesses operate very much like the military. So it's no secret that the greatest military leaders have insights that can help us in our quest to be great business leaders. The first lesson is the general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. And this, of course, comes from Sun Tzu. The lesson here is that the company's interest rather than their personal ego guides the behavior of great business leaders. Forging ahead when it benefits the company and acknowledging and reacting to failures are essential skills. There is no shame in admitting the failures in an attempt, as long as you are willing to make decisions with the health of the organization in mind. Leaders who refuse to admit defeat until they have squandered all their resources are poor leaders indeed. Lesson number 2, and it comes from George S. Patton Jr. No decision was ever made in a swivel chair. Alright? You must get your hands dirty. The very best business decisions are made by leaders who understand how the work of company gets done at every level. If you know the challenges faced by your warehouse or your customer service reps or your salespeople, you are better equipped to make decisions that are not only logical but also realistic. When your troops know that you can and will fight in the trenches with them, they will trust you to act in their interest. Lesson number 3. My observation is that whenever one person is found adequate to the discharge of a duty, it is worse executed by 2, and scarcely done at all if 3 or more are employed therein. And this was said by George S. Washington. Well, much of what we do requires collaboration, especially in these days, but it's important for teams to have a head, the single person on whose shoulders the responsibility rests. It's not about finger pointing or the blame game. It's just simple, pure accountability. Simplify your office structures by designating a single person responsible for ensuring that a task is completed properly. Lesson number 4. The truth of the matter is that you should always know the right thing to do. The hard part is doing it. This was said by Norman Schwarzkopf Jr. Trust your perceptions, your values, your instincts over outside influence. Be true to yourself, and remember, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Lesson number 5. Battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. And this was said by Winston Churchill. What it means is, while raw energy and effort may be required to start a successful business, that energy is not perennial, it's exhaustible. And as a business grows, more of the work needs to be strategic, using less energy, conserving resources, and having more leverage. Planning and tactical decisions must replace sheer voluminous effort. Lesson number 6. I'm concerned for the security of a great nation, not so much because of any threats from without, but because of the insidious forces working from within. Douglas MacArthur, a very famous general. What it means to say is, the greatest threat a company faces may not be from the competition, but rather from a shift in the morale and health within the company. Cultivating positive energy and ensuring that the staff is focused and productive is fundamental to your success. This may appear cliched, but very, very pertinent. Cowards die many a times before their deaths. Julius Caesar via William Shakespeare. Well, leaders must take hard decisions. You are responsible not only for deciding your company's direction, but also for getting your whole team moving towards the same goal in perfect alignment. You must strategize, plan, and then commit. Wishy-washy leaders won't really survive the race. I was born on the prairies where the winds blew free, and there was nothing to break the light of the sun. I was born where there were no enclosures. Geronimo. This is perhaps the most profound insights of all. Our businesses and capabilities are limitless. It's all in the mind. But we often define our expectations based on industry norms, based on what consultants tell us, based on what market research agencies tell us, which inevitably limits our scope. We need to look for open spaces, to look for what people aren't doing, they aren't thinking about, they haven't really put their heart and mind to it. And if we set our sights on where the growth potential is, then we put ourselves and our companies in the unique position of creating new norms and higher, greater value. Looking for what is not being done frees you to work in ways no one has yet explored. These are the 8 lessons, and applying the lessons of military leaders isn't about crushing your competition. Rather, it's about leadership that's based on integrity, authenticity, strategy, and confidence in your vision, which puts you in a superior position to your competitor each time and every time. Thank you for listening to me. We'll see you again soon with another topic, with another chit chat. Thank you.